So if you haven't seen Under Siege,
You should.
I highly recommend it. One of the greatest like action movies of the 90s. It still holds the test of time to
Do
me.
yourself a favor.
And the Gary Busey scene in a dress, hilarious. This is right before a major assassination happens. Wonderful. I'm not going to give you more spoiler alerts, but it has something we're going to be talking about in this video soon. So, crazy.
Gary Busey. I love that he's become hashtag Gary Busey on Instagram.
Why?
I don't know, because his name is almost Gear, and people
funny.
put it to show their gear.
Well, crazy guitar techniques. We're going to dig into this a little bit because there's a lot out there.
That's right.
Because normally, like, you think of guitar playing as you just play with a pick, right? No, contraire. You can play with anything now. Both fingers, thumbs, one finger, one thumb, tapping,
Tapping?
two-hand tapping.
That's right, two-hand tapping.
It's
With all your fingers.
It's all over the place, and we were just going to pick out a few of like some of our favorite guitar players that kind of have some crazy techniques.
Do strange things.
Who was that jazz cat you were talking about earlier?
Wes Montgomery.
Now, I did not know about his technique until this morning. I just always loved his playing.
He's all thumbing it, man. Side of his thumb.
And he can do it. He's like double jointed, right?
I believe that is true.
That's insanity.
Down and up.
And if you haven't heard Wes Montgomery, check out Wes Montgomery. He's really, 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 really good at guitar playing. It's upsetting.
There was some crazy. I could be 1,000% wrong about this.
Most likely.
Probably. I'm sure you guys will do actual research on the actual Google. But there was like, do you remember? This was years ago when I think it was Guitar World was doing like the bracket system of who's the best guitar player. Kind of like,
funny.
March Madness style, right? Basketball style. And they had this weird point system they came up with. So they kind of try to make it fair. And they just assigned the points to all these different players. And if I'm not mistaken, it came down to Wes Montgomery and Jimi Hendrix.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's funny. That's a cool little bracket system. Because, like, is Jimi Hendrix's technique odd?
Yes.
How so?
I mean, he plays upside down. It's really weird.
No,
I'm sorry. Sorry to the lefties out there.
That is weird. I don't think it's that strange.
I don't think it's that strange. I mean, I think that probably was the thumb thing particularly strange when he started it.
I think it was strange, but his has become like part of how we play.
Right. But I'm saying when he was doing it, was anyone else doing that?
No, I don't think so as much. I think Wes Montgomery did not matriculate as much.
Right.
Except for
to the most important player of our time, possibly.
We're going to talk Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
We alluded to him a few minutes ago, but like in Under Siege and his entire catalog, wonderful. But his guitar playing, a lot of people don't know that he's a guitar player.
He's an actual guitar player.
He has one of the best vintage guitar collections that there is.
That's true.
And he is a good guitar player. It's somewhat. I was listening to him play. I was like, wow, it sounds really good. Then Derek was like, Baxter, you got to come see this. I'm like, it sounds good. I don't need to see it. This was a few days ago when we were sort of prepping this idea a little bit, and I came over and I saw. I was like, what the bananas? Yeah, it's unreal. It's just I just don't understand how this sounds because it looks ridiculous. It doesn't
look like it could be that coordinated, does it?
It doesn't look like it's making any sense. Then I was like, oh, well, that's what Wes did. That's kind of, and some of the other jazz cats did it back in the day. But it's just kind of neat to see like Steven Seagal just crushing that out because
playing that blues stuff with his. I mean, it's not like he's just playing with this stuff. You have to go watch it. I don't know if Derek will probably do his magical thing and put like a little clip of it up here while we're saying.
Because if anybody knows us, like once you get to know us a little bit more, we're a little bit off center of the cuff and normalcy sometimes, but we love us some action films from the 90s. And that's anything from Van Damme to but I'm more of a Steven Seagal. I don't know, I like them both. They're different. They're totally different. I think you're Stratton, you're Les Paul.
Bloodsport might be my favorite action
amazing
movie ever.
That's amazing.
But Seagal's pretty amazing. I just like the Seagal is always like, breaking your elbow.
Other than the backwards thing. Like the one,
oh my God.
The one where he's like the New York, and he talks like this, and he's fighting that guy that played Al Capone in that TV series from the 90s too, and he's the main bad guy. It's like hopped up on coke the whole time. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the movie right now. Somebody fill it in. The first one to fill it in, and I'll be super happy. It's just the one where he's the New Yorker. Great movie. I loved it. Oh, guys, Steven Seagal never even comes close to almost losing. No. Like if you watch Van Damme's almost losing and
right, he's down, his ribs broken.
Rocky, pretty much his whole thing is I'm losing.
They beat me until they get tired.
Until I win at the end. Steven Seagal doesn't break a sweat in any of his movies.
Because he uses their own force against them.
Is he Aikido?
Aikido. And he's legit.
Now is he like he was? We're gonna just go on Steven Seagal for this whole time. Sorry, we'll get off of him in a minute. But was he the first dojo in Japan?
He was.
Okay, so like that's pretty amazing.
Like Western, yeah.
And he he's a cop or something too, right?
I think. Well, I don't know. That was a reality series. Who knows?
Whatever.
And you get that cool like Cajun accent for a while.
If it's on television, it's real. Of
course, it's real.
I believe what I'm told. If it's on YouTube or the news or on Steven Seagal's network,
Does not
matter.
But
anyway, his technique is like bonkers. Now, another technique that sort of baffled me when I first saw it was chicken picking.
Nope.
I had no idea what was happening. I was like, how are they playing so many notes?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw it. And I was like, oh, I get it. That doesn't look that hard. Oh wait,
but it is.
Those little bastards that can do that so well. It makes me so mad.
So to you, when you see the crazy chicken pickers, what's more impressive? Thumb pick and the fingers doing it, or actual hybrid picking?
Hybrid picking,
I think so too.
Thumb picking, I think, is so limiting, and it looks lame as heck too.
That's what Brent Mason does.
I know Brent Mason's good, but it doesn't look cool.
You're lame, Brent.
Can you imagine Eddie Van Halen ever like thumb picking like that thing? No, he'll do raw
probably
fingers.
Could though.
He could do anything. That guy can he can do it on a trapeze.
That's why we hate him, because he's so good.
I loved him.
No, he didn't love him.
You did hate him though, because I want people to hate you.
Did you hear that one bearded guy on Casino hates Eddie Van Halen?
He thinks he's bad.
God, we hate him now.
His first wife was ugly. That's what Jonathan Robinson said.
I would never say such things.
You know what I found out that I'm gonna get distracted again. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, because he married that beautiful princess from that movie. Spicoli.
Yes.
Who played Spicoli? I looked at a picture of him the other day. I was like, is that who I think it is?
Who is it?
It's freaking Sean Penn. Sean Penn is Spicoli. Yeah. I just never connected that because you're like, dude, he's a precursor to any John Wick characterizations. I just watched Mystic River the other night with my wife because we wanted to watch a comedy. It's laugh out loud. It's hilarious. Tim Robbins, Kevin Bacon, Sean Penn, comic gold. Just watch it. But it's Sean Penn.
It is Sean Penn.
Anyway, so back to Van Halen.
back to it.
But that sort of blew people's minds technique-wise, and that's become obviously part of our playing.
Yes.
And we've all watched the videos on I watched them. It's like how he explains he was watching Jimmy Page, live at the Forum or something. And he's like, oh, well, Jimmy's just doing hammer-ons a lot. If I added one more finger,
one more better,
exactly.
Would you say he turned it up to 11?
He turned it up to 25. That guy there. I mean, we're leaving a lot of guys out on purpose because I definitely want a conversation to start. But you got anybody else you want to talk about, technique-wise, that's insane? I like those two-hand tapper guys.
The two-hand tapper guys are really fun. Who's the jazz guy who's been doing it forever?
Are you talking about the old guy?
Yeah.
I don't know right now. I just went blank on it. Somebody has to help us there.
You guys
That's the Loudon artist that we see at NAMM every year, has the beat-up Loudon. I can't remember his name right now because I think it's French, and we're stupid. But that guy is insane.
What about Victor Wooten's brother, Reggie Wooten? You ever seen him?
No.
So he's doing crazy slapping on the guitar.
What's wrong with this person?
Is
he good?
Yes.
Is he really good?
Yes.
Is he like Victor Wooten good?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
on the guitar.
Upsetting.
The Wooten brothers.
That's really upsetting.
I see them a lot in Nashville. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I don't know if it's a thing either because I think they got so big. I remember seeing them in Nashville too back in the day, but they're so big now.
Yeah. But no, it's pretty amazing.
And concerts are coming back in, so you can go see these crazy techniques. And it is our mission to see Steven Seagal live again.
Yes.
We want to see it.
I have to say this.
Yes.
I'll be wrong if I don't say it. Do you know who else does the cool slappy guitar thing?
No.
Philip McKnight.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yes. I didn't know either. I watched a lot of his videos where he's talking about, know your gear and stuff.
That's all I watched. I've never watched him do that.
And he has said he had a very nice comment about us one day, so we really appreciated that. But then, I went down.
He didn't say it.
He was like, those guys aren't horrible.
He said those guys don't drink Drano as much as they should.
Right.
No, we do like Philip McKnight.
We like Philip McKnight.
He's funny.
But yeah, I was watching one day and he was doing this. I was like, whoa, who knew he could do that? I mean, the people.
I didn't know that.
People probably do know he can do that, but I did not, and I thought it was a cool.
We're idiots. We're not very smart. So let us know some more crazy techniques. We're leaving it wide and broad here, but it's fun, man. It's that's the thing is I remember some kids I worked with. They just played with they didn't play with picks either at all. They would do all fingers. And some of the sound men would get so mad at them every time they show up because it's not.
You told me about that.
Yeah, we talked about in the video.
It was like metal-y stuff.
The metal, progressive metal, and they were good as heck. But you could outplay that Sandman could any day, you know, and they have careers now. Aha! And they don't abide by this whole pick thing or whatever we're supposed to do. And I have weird techniques too. Yeah. So that's okay. That's it. That's all I got, man.
Not me. All my techniques are pretty.
Your
pretty
techniques
plain.
are trash.
Trash.
They're good.
No, they're not good. They're sad.
I know. We have sad techniques too.
All right. Hit like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure to let us know about weird techniques we need to check out in the comments because we're behind on those sorts of things. Click the bell so you don't miss videos in the future. We will see you next time. Thanks as always for hanging out.